Today we are going to look at loop. So what is a loop? Loop is a repetition of something. If you look at sunrise and sunset every day, that's a repetition. Or if you are running the track, you are going like one round by another round, that is also a loop. There are two types of loop. One is for loop, the other is while loop. And today we are going to look at for loop. I'm going to show you the simplest for loop. For I in range 5, we're going to print I. Run this. You can see we are printing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I is like a counter, it keeps track. In this case, I starts from 0. So 0, then I become 1. After that, I become 2, I become 3, I become 4. So I'm printing I for 5 times. And this 5 is the stopping value, which means once I reach 5, I need to stop. I can't print 5. What if we don't want to start from 0? I want to start from 2. We can do for I in range 2, 5. Print I. It will print 2, 3, 4. So 2 is our starting value. I starts from 2. 5 is still our stopping value. And you can see I is increased by 1 every time. Now what if I don't want to increase by 1? I want to increase by 2. For I in range 1, 10, 2, I will print I. Run this. You can see I starts from 1, and the next I value is 1 plus 2, which is 3. The next value is 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 2, 7, 7 plus 2, 9. And the next value is 9 plus 2, which is 11, which already exceeds the stopping value, so we won't print 11. So 1 is the starting value, 10 is the stopping value, and 2, we call it a step. How much we increase I every time. In all these 3 examples, I is increased every time. What if I want I to be decreased? So we can do for I in range 10, 1, minus 2, print I, which means I will start from 10. And the next I value is 10 minus 2, which is 8. So followed by 6, 4, 2. And the next value is 2 minus 2, which is 0. And 0 is already less than 1, so we're going to stop. We're not going to print 0. One very important thing here is the indentation, which is the space before the print. This shows us that this print I is inside the for loop. We can use another example to demonstrate this. So I'll do for I in range 4, print I. I'm going to print inside the loop. Okay, and the last line is outside the loop. So if I have this space here, it means my line 2 and line 3 are inside the for loop, but my line 4 is outside the loop. So let's run this code. You can see first time I equal to 0, I'll print I'm inside the loop. Now we go back, I become 1, we'll print inside the loop. 2, 4, 3, after that I become 4. 4 is the stopping value, so we won't do print I, we won't do inside the loop. We are going to continue after for loop, and we'll print this outside the loop. Now you may want to ask, if I just print I, what's the value of it? So let's use for loop to do something more interesting. We are going to use a for loop to calculate 1 plus 2 plus 3, and all the way to plus 100. First, we need to have a variable result to hold the value. Result equal to 0. And this is a repetition. I need to add 1, add 2 until at 100. So I'll do for I in range. I starts from 1. I need to include 100 in my result. So my stopping value will be 101. And what do I do inside the loop? I need to add all these numbers to my result. So I'll do result equal to result plus I. So when I is 1, I'll plus 1. When I is 2, I'll plus 2. Until I is 100, I'll plus 100. Then I is 101, then I'll stop. So after that, I want to print the sum is, okay, I need to put a result. But remember, result is a number, so I need to convert it to a string. Now let's run this. It will give us 5050, which is correct. Now if you want to understand how this code works, we can add one more line here. Before I add I can print adding I. Now run again. You can see it's adding 1, adding 2, adding 3 as I increases until it adds 100. So this is our sum. What if we only want to add up the even numbers 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus till 100? We can copy the code above and just make some changes. Okay, so I don't want to print this adding, is like too many lines. Okay, so if I want to add the even numbers, which means for every I must check. If I is an even number, I will add it to the result. Otherwise, I won't add I to the result. So I need to add an if here. If I mod 2 equal to 0, that means I is an even number. I'm going to do this line. Now we need to add one tab here, so it falls inside if. If I is an even number, I'll add it to the result. Otherwise, I won't do anything. So let's run. You will get 2550. Okay, another way to do this is result equal to 0 for I in range. Remember, I'll start from 2. I'll stop at 101. I change my step value to 2. Then I'll do result equal to result plus I. In this case, I start from 2, so we'll add 2. Then the next I value is 2 plus 2, so we'll add 4. Let's try this. We get the same result. Okay. Now, what if I want the sum of the even numbers? I also want the sum of the odd numbers. Then we'll need to have two variables to hold the two sums. So I will do even sum equal to 0, odd sum equal to 0 as well. For I in range 1 to 101, if I mod 2 equal to 0, that means I is an even number. I'll add it to even sum. Else, meaning I is an odd number, I will add it to odd sum. After that, I will just print the two sums. Let's run this. You can see these are the results.